All right, back to another lesson this week, Alka. I decided for the Christmas video to do this week will be "What Child Is This?" It's a nice song that begins in E minor, or can be A minor, wherever. But we're going to start in E minor. Hoping the lighting is okay. It's just regular daylight here, middle of the afternoon. Okay, so we're going to start off with E minor. What child is this? Now, I like to go to a D right here. What child is this? And even better, if you can, go to a D with your thumb over that F sharp note here on the second fret. And try to press it so it won't be buzzing or anything. So it'll be something like this. What child is this? And I don't even pay attention to this middle finger here for the D. I just leave it up. Because I'm not really strumming all 6 strings. I'm only maybe strumming down to the B string. Maybe down to the B, G string, somewhere around there. What child is this? Okay. Now, this is cool because it gives us the ability to go, instead of just playing a walk-up, a bass walk-up, now we're doing something called voice leading. And all that is you're taking and creating a melody. Instead of with notes, you're doing it with chords. So we have E minor, D with an F sharp in the bass, G. So instead of, we have, okay? So that's a really cool technique to use. Child is this who lay to rest. Now you can stay on the D, but I prefer to spice things up by using extra chords and using things that will give a little bit extra flavor to a song. So let's see, what child is this? And the strum is basically one strum per thing here. Child is this who lay, this who lay. It's just a simple bass down up. So one, bass down, down. And on the word rest, I would go ahead and recommend that you do a B minor, okay? Lay to rest, which sounds better if you just go ahead and do the B note here. Lay to rest, okay? Now I like a B minor 7, and all you do from there is you lift your pinky. I really love minor 7 chords. It just sounds really good, especially B minor 7. So from the top, what child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Now that's just simply a B7. That's on your chord sheet. I don't know what it would sound like if I did a B minor there as well. Mary's lap is sleeping. So B minor sounds good too. It could be either or, whatever you decided to do. This gives it more of a dissonant, more of a mysterious sound, and this gives it just that nice minorish tone. Since we already have some minors in the song anyway, it just kind of gives it a nice, calm, relaxing, familiar feel. Okay, so let's start from the top. I'm trying to point my guitar in the sun, that way you can see this. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds guard their king. would suggest is probably the first time you go to the B, okay, let's see, what child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is on sleeping. You could go back to this one, sleeping, either B minor or B minor 7. Whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while, that's a B minor, while shepherds, instead of going to the B minor here, go to the B7. Watch their keeping. I don't know, it just gives it more of a, mysterious quality when you go to the B7 there. So the first time you go to the B minor, and on the second time, just before the verse ends, go to the B7. Now, I usually play a B7 like this. And I think I might have shown you this before, but basically you look on your chord sheet and you have the middle finger going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string, and the first finger is going to be on the 1st fret of the D string, and the ring finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the D string, or G string, excuse me. Let me go ahead and turn the lamp on I've got over here and see if that'll help this light at all. I'm not sure if it will or not, but the sun is pointing right at me here, so I don't know if that's going to be good or not. But anyway, the B7 here, if you're going to play it like this, just with 3 fingers, which is the way I like to play it, make sure that you mute the bottom string here with your two fingers. That way you can't hear it when you strum it. If you want to do this one, you have to mute that string. If not, then you can put your pinky down here on the 2nd fret of the E string. Okay, so it's totally up to you. Now, one thing I was doing, you might have noticed that I was going to go ahead and, but before we get on to the this is, before we get on to that, it's not much different, by the way. One thing that I've done that you might have noticed is on the last song that we did, Oh Holy Night, we talked about doing the finger picking and the finger style stuff, or we did this right, and I said you could also do that with a pick if you wanted to. Just use the pick in place of your thumb. Okay, so for this one thing that a lot of good players use, and I like to use, and I'm not sure what the technique is called. I'm going to call it a pinch. I think that's what banjo players call this technique, so I'm going to go ahead and call this a pinch. And basically, excuse me, that was the desk there. Basically, what a pinch is the movement that you make when you actually pinch something is like this, right? So when you pinch the strings, you're usually going to pinch more than one. When you pinch the strings, let's say let's pinch the let's make a G, okay? Actually, let's make an E minor. Let's take and play the low E string while we're playing with these 2 fingers here, the middle and the ring, the B and the E strings, okay? So at the same time, we're going to play that E, and then down here, we're going to play the B and the high E. So okay, now that's what I would call a pinch. You're pinching. It's the same motion, that pinch motion. And so what I was doing earlier was kind of pinching the main notes of the chord. So for one thing, some of the main notes in the first part of this is that leading part. Right? Child is this. So I would pinch. I'm pinching the top on every time. And then down here, let's see what I do. So you could choose to come up and pinch maybe 2 of the main notes in D if you're not playing this one right here. If you're not playing that note, then you can pinch the 2 notes that you are playing, which would be the B and the G string. So we could go, and then back to the B and E on the bottom. Child is this. Or you can pick any of these that you want. Just whatever sounds better to you. I mean, you could do the D, because you have part of a melody here with your first finger. Is this, and then instead of playing this G, let your ring finger do the work down here on the E string, and so that way you have that melody too. You have the walk up, and you have the melody. Child, is this G open, second fret, open B, and you're doing that here. All you have to do is just play a regular D chord, the regular E minor chord first. I am pinching, every chord is going to be pinched with the B and the G string and the top E string here. Child, is this. Now, if it's too hard to get used to this, just play the regular G and lift that ring finger up so that you can have that melody. That's just something to shoot for, you know. You can play it just like regular if you need to, but it adds a little bit more, it adds the melody to it, so it's going to make it sound even more like the song. Okay, so that's just another technique to work on there, is pinching. Not just individually finger picking, but pinching. Play it on the A string too, and make chords that are related to A string, like an A minor, or an A, or a G, a C, a D. Okay, so that's a good little technique to use. A lot of people use that for like little bluesy things. Okay. Alright. So speaking of blues, I know you like to play blues. That's one good little turnaround you can use for the key of C. And all that is I'm playing the, now this is totally off the subject of God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. But all I'm doing is I'm doing the D and the B strings constantly, okay? And I'm pinching those. And that starts at the 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, and then we come back to the shape of a regular C without the ring finger. And I'm playing the same 2 strings. And to get that really bluesy sound, all you do is you slide up from the 3rd fret. We're still focusing on these same 2 strings here. Now I'm not having this finger down while I'm sliding. I'm just playing with the middle finger here, keeping this in position so that when I get here I can put it down. So now instead of pinching, we're alternating. And then to get to the C, we come 1 fret down and slide up, and then put our first finger down there. Okay, so back to the song. Let's go to the end of the chorus, or end of the verse, and we'll get into the chorus. On Mary's lap is sleeping. Go straight to G. This is Christ the King. Once again, you can elect to make the chorus sound different by just staying in D, or just make it kind of, I don't know the word to use other than this, kind of married to the verse by using similar chords. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him God, the babe, the Son of Mary. Okay, now let me check something out real quick. was thinking A minor could have went there, but it doesn't. Just goes straight back to that E minor. Okay, so that's your lesson for this week, and just get back with me in January. Let me know something about your schedule and everything, and I'll go ahead and release this to YouTube for everybody to watch before Christmas, so that they can have some more good songs to learn for Christmas. And that's all thanks to you, Alka, for letting me do that. So appreciate that, and I'm sure the viewers appreciate that as well. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hopefully I hear from you soon about what you'd like to do with schedule-wise and everything. Hopefully the job's going okay. Still think about you, still pray about it. So good luck on that, and I guess I'll see you when I see you. Everybody else, enjoy this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. There's tons of all kinds of videos that I've got on here, and I just continue to upload more, get more and more ideas, all kinds of suggestions that I like to keep up with. So please subscribe, and Merry Christmas to you guys too, and Happy New Year. All right, so what child is this? And that's your lesson for the week. And keep in touch, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much.